Erica, how are you feeling physically? Because let me tell you, I've been so dehydrated. Yesterday, I was lying in bed and I was just like seeing everything just going round and round. Like I was so out of it. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okie dokie. I definitely feel the energy shifting, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's been a powerful time these past few days. And this is the conversation that we're going to be having today in this episode, all about the Schumann resonance, the spiritual awakening. And yeah, so are you ready to get into it, Erica?
Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rising Gems podcast. My name is Miroslava, and I am here with.
I am Erica. We are here to empower and inspire those ready to rise and align to their most authentic selves.
Exactly. We are all rising gems, polishing ourselves with spiritual truths to expand our minds and reclaim our shine.
If you enjoyed this conversation, we'd love for you to download this episode, subscribe, and leave a review on iTunes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rising Gems podcast. My name is Miroslava, and I am here with.
And I'm Erica.
And we are very excited to show up, to be here, and to express our perspectives on the things that are happening in the world, always, at any point in time. But in this specific episode, we want to dive into the Schumann resonance and everything that is happening energetically. There is this powerful, huge energetic shift that is taking place, that has been taking place, but I really feel like we are hitting that peak and a lot of people are starting to feel these energetic changes. So, Erica, is there anything you would like to share with us regarding this energy?
What I really feel like this energy is doing, because if you look at the Schumann resonance, it's the frequency of Earth, right? And I'm sure like you might go more into it
Mm-hmm.
later on. But because the Earth in and of itself is raising her vibration, we naturally, as a part of Earth, are naturally starting to raise our vibrations as well. So many people around the world are not only feeling this energy, technically everyone is, even the animals, are feeling this energy, but also
Mm-hmm.
mass awakenings are happening because of the energy that's coming into the planet. So a lot of us may be experiencing like what Miroslava, what you're experiencing, more physical symptoms. For me, how the Schumann resonance or the high spikes affect me is more on an energetic level, as far as shifting um, my consciousness through, because anytime our vibration
Mm.
rises, new insights come. We align to new opportunities or new ways to shift. Um, or like what I mean by that is like new things being brought to the surface in order for us to shift. So that's kind of like my experience, but I do know so many people are going to experience their own symptoms, whether that is just feeling really tired or thirsty or, physically needing to either rest or they feel like they're ready to just like go. I know like a lot of people during these times, there's so many people that have been on the awakening journey that are being asked or guided to kind of step into that next path of their ascension, of their awakening, which is so exciting. Many are going to start to
Mm.
show up more. They're going to start their businesses or their podcasts or their charities or their organizations, whatever it is that they are here to show up. I feel like more of us are going to really start to feel that push. And then there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
more that are awakening that are going to be seeking or guided to everyone's services, the social media outlets, in order to align to what they are truly meant to at that time to help them through their process and their awakening, which is very exciting.
Yes, it's very exciting. I definitely agree with everything that you said. And yeah, so what I wanted to do is kind of give people, because you talked a little bit of what the Schumann resonance is. And what I hear a lot of people saying when they refer to the Schumann resonance is as the heartbeat of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this beautiful frequency of the planet. I have here something, a screenshot that I took from someone on TikTok. If you are on TikTok, you can follow him. It's in Spanish though, but his name is Hector. But what he is saying, and I'm going to be translating this, is the Schumann resonance is a group of frequencies, of electromagnetic frequencies of the planet. The brain waves, the DNA, and the cellular structure of the human body function at the same frequency of this Schumann resonance. And the Schumann resonance frequency is 7.828 hertz. And these frequencies, the change within those frequencies, can often alter different things, such as the activity of the bioenergetic human field, and also the behavior of cells, tissue, and organs, the process of healing, the hormone level within the body, the hormone levels within the body, also the synchronization of the brain hemispheres. You know, we have the left and the right brains, the feminine and the masculine. And it's also it can also alter the process of chemicals at a cellular level, the process of learning in which we absorb energy and how we process information, because everything is energy, it's codes and it's information. And also the perception that we have of time, it can alter. And this is something that I kind of want to talk a little bit about, because when the energy is shifting, when we feel the high vibrations and everything is just changing, what I notice is that I notice that time goes by way faster. And so when he mentioned this here, that the change or the frequency, the Schumann resonance, can alter the way we perceive time, or yeah, our perception of time, that was like a huge one, because a lot of people within the spiritual community, they do say that they notice that time is just shifting and it feels like it's going by a lot faster. But another thing that he mentions here is like stress levels. It can affect that, and also the sleep and waking cycles. So, did that make sense?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
loved that.
Yeah, because I wanted to read that, and I should have translated this before I jumped in here. But I wanted to read this because it resonated with me. And I do feel that
Mhm.
a lot of people that are feeling the energy, because not a lot of people consciously feel the energy, but the people that do
Right.
consciously step into the energy and do feel the integration and the transformation that is taking place within, they do notice these specific changes that I just mentioned here. And like you said, Erica, you experience more like energetic things, epiphanies, and things that come up that way. But for me, it's been very physical. This past few days, like I said, yesterday, I was just lying in bed and everything was just going round and round. I was just like so dizzy, headache, and like I mentioned, like I felt dehydrated, but I was drinking a lot of water. And I was using like trace minerals to make sure that, to ensure that I was hydrated. But still, it was a very uncomfortable time. But yeah, so you mentioned a little bit of your perception of the Schumann resonance. Is there anything else that you can share with us? Because me personally, I wasn't too familiar with the meaning, with what it meant, what the Schumann resonance meant. And so that's why I started doing a little bit of research, because I always hear people talking about it and it resonates with me. It's like at a subconscious level, I understand it, but consciously, I do not understand it. Or I do now because of the research that I did, but before I didn't really understand what the Schumann resonance was. But
Mhm.
do you resonate with the Schumann resonance being like the heartbeat of the planet, and like what else can you share with us?
Yes. The best thing that I would also mention or add to what you were mentioning is you can kind of look at the Schumann resonance. So the earth in and of itself, she is her own entity. You can see her as her own soul or her individual self, right? And then we reside on her. We live on her. That's just a way to explain it a lot simpler. And then what happens is, because she is already choosing, because she has the ability to choose, as a consciousness, as an entity, to raise her frequency as well. So she is shifting, she's becoming new. You can kind of see the earth like shifting just like humans are, right? Like how we shed our old layers of our like identity or ego or self, she does the same thing. So as she's raising her vibration, everything that aligns or is on her that is within her, I guess you could say, vibrational field is also going to rise as well. It has to, in order to match her frequency. Anything that is not a match or can't raise their frequency to earth, to the new vibrational frequency that she's adjusting to, will eventually fall off, whether that is through transitioning through death or just, you know, certain shifts that will be taking place. This is just how I've also, you know, what I've channeled, what I've resonated with. So another symptom that some people could, you know, resonate with is sometimes when the spikes happen, you might have a lot of emotions come up as well. So you can feel the energy physically, you can feel the energy through sudden shifts on an energetic level. You might, and this goes into what I was about to say, like you also might feel emotions coming up to the surface, because anything that's of a denser energy is going to naturally come up to the surface to be cleared. So if you kind of notice like thoughts of an ex are coming back, or a situation that you've had in childhood or teenage years or adulthood where you're still holding on to any type of energy, like denser energy, it's going to come up to the surface. Some people, they do get flu-like symptoms. Some people get like really like lethargic, or like you said, dizziness. That's where grounding can come in, like grounding, walking barefoot on the earth, holding hematite. Hematite is an amazing crystal for grounding. I just find it to be, you know, work really well. But if you know of a better grounding crystal for you, then totally take it. But yeah, that's what I've experienced. And I do want to say too, the higher that your vibration goes, the spikes are a lot easier to manage. Where if someone is residing, say, on a more denser energy, they might have a little bit harder time with to adjusting to the frequencies of the earth. That's why sometimes you might find animals acting out a little bit odd, because the animals, they're sensitive to energy, so they know what's, you know, taking place to a degree. So they could act out. You can kind of find other like humans maybe acting out or acting different strangely. It's because a lot of us are trying to adjust to these frequencies. So but yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about
Yeah.
that.
No, that was awesome. That was a great explanation of like your perspective of the Schumann resonance. And yeah, I think definitely grounding is such a powerful thing that we can do at this time, because it's very, it can be very uncomfortable. And it's so funny that it was
Mhm.
like yesterday, the day before, yes, it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday that I actually went out to the forest and I was walking barefoot for like the whole walk. And I was feeling so great. I was feeling amazing, so high vibrational, so happy, and in love with life, and so grounded in the body. And as I was walking, I noticed like this shift in energy, not in my energy, but in the energy of the planet. I was looking around, and it's like I was feeling one with the mother, one with the earth, and one with the animals that were like just there doing their own thing. And I noticed that the animals, the squirrels, the deer, the birds, they were very chill, very just like, singing their own songs and doing their own thing. And it was a very beautiful experience. And then after that, that's when the whole Schumann resonance thing happened. And well, the reason we're doing this episode is because there have been some changes. And if you check the Schumann resonance, or I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, I'm sure you've already heard about what's going on. But there was this, some people can say that it's a glitch. It's nothing supernatural, and it's normal. Some other people have said that, the Schumann resonance was kind of resetting, and there was like this calibration point. And so that's why the things that we noticed were happening. But when I looked at that Schumann resonance, I was so shocked and so amazed by the beauty that was being portrayed within those frequencies, because it looks like a lot of like sacred geometry, like light codes, and it was a very beautiful sight. So that's the reason we're doing this, just to give you our perspective of what we feel is taking place within the planet, to for that energy to be kind of portrayed in this Schumann resonance information that we get, the graphs. So that's what we're doing this. And it just, I really feel like you, Erica, that this is such a powerful time. And we've been going through this since, the early 2000s, and for
Mm-hmm.
decades, even before that, there's been a process of evolution, spiritual evolution and growth. And I really feel, like I mentioned earlier, that we are hitting a peak in that evolution journey, and spiritual evolution journey, that we're all here as a humanity, as a human collective. And I do agree that there's going to be a lot more people that are going to be waking up, that are going to be asking questions, which is so beautiful. It's definitely time that we actually start asking questions and not just embracing everything as the absolute truth. And I really think that our bodies are going through a huge upgrade. And what I felt is that we were hitting this point of calibration, and it was like this restructuring of not just the DNA, but like our energetic fields, our energetic centers. It was a cellular restructuring point in which, we were going to be accessing more information. And the reason we feel discomfort sometimes, it's because we are integrating new information. Erica, what do you feel like? Do you resonate with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was really feeling like something about the DNA and the body and integration of frequencies, new information, and which, I mean, it's not really new information because it's always been there, but it's like to us, it is new, and it is activating a lot within the body, within the physical
The
body.
only thing that I would add that I would love to address is for anyone that's listening to this that is getting guided to, like, if you've been on this journey for a while, if you've been on the awakening journey for a while, or you've just started to um, get information or ideas on what you want to do. And I mentioned this this previously, but I feel like I'm being guided to keep to mention it again, is honor what it is that you're being guided to step into, even if it might be a little bit scary or unknown. Trust the process, because you are all going to be supported. And I cannot stress this enough, because I know sometimes we are hesitant, especially if we're stepping into territory that's unfamiliar. Like, for example, if we've always worked for a company and somebody else, but we want to start our own business, we're getting guided to we want to be a healer, or we want to be a tarot reader, or we want to be a channeler, or we want to do hypnosis, we want to do coaching, whatever it is, or even crystal jewelry, or, like anything, that making videos on YouTube, what sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, whatever it is that you are being guided to step into, start taking those steps, because you are, one, so needed, and two, you are here because you have something to give that nobody else can give. I can't give it. Miroslava can't give it. Every single person that is listening to this podcast, including Miroslava, we all have our own unique blueprint. We all have our own unique way of going about things. I don't care if there's like 100 people doing the same thing, thousands of people doing the same thing that you want to do. There is a way that you are going to show up that only you have, that are going to draw the people, your soulmate tribe, your soulmate clients, to you by you showing up and being authentically yourself. If you are not feeling guided to fully step into, like, ready to go, green light, go, 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 just take those steps. Whatever next step that you are being guided to take, whether it is studying, whether it is practicing, whether it is thinking of a name that you want to name your business, whatever it is, just taking those little steps towards what you are being guided to go towards is going to help you through the whole entire process to not only build a solid foundation and a solid, framework, because you're taking the steps, you're not just impulsively rushing into it, and then just allowing the process to unfold. And then when it's the green light to launch it, then obviously launch it and just trust, because you will be supported. Whatever any of you are being guided to do, you are being supported 100%, and you will be taken care of. And the people that are going to be guided to you are naturally going to be guided. You don't even have to do anything. Of course, you want to put yourself out there. You want to actually put the content out there, but you don't have to go looking for anyone to come to you. They're naturally going to come to you because you already have a soul contract with those people. And I feel like the reason this is just a big thing that's coming up right now, because I feel like there's a transition that is happening from one to the next. So the people that have, that are getting those nudges to step into their service or whatever they're guided to do, they're needed because there's more people that are going to be awakening. And let me tell you, one person can't handle billions. One person cannot handle millions of people on this earth. That's why try not to let numbers or how many people are doing what you want to do to stop you, because like I said, one, you're unique, and there's a way that you deliver or make or do whatever it is that you're doing that is different, that is unique, that people are looking for, that you are meant to help or assist on this journey. So all I have to say is just trust the process, because it's exciting and you're going to feel so fulfilled. Like the inner fulfillment it's all there. It's there and it's lovely.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything that you said, Erica. And I think it's definitely a time to just be courageous and to follow the excitement. Really do what makes you happy. At this time, be extra conscious and intentional with the choices that you make, such as what you choose to focus on. We focus so much on what we fear. We focus so much on the energy of lack, for example. We want to be so abundant, but we're still so engulfed by the energy of lack, and we just want to stay in that energy because that's where we are comfortable in, because that's what we have experienced. And so what I really feel is that at this time, because the energy is just so high vibrational and it is so supportive to everyone that truly wants to live in their authentic truth, to everyone that really wants to be here, harmonizing the energy, because there's, and we've shared this in the past, like there's nothing wrong with the negative polarity, with darkness. That's just an experience, and it's great if you want to be in that experience. That's your choice. But at this time, I do feel that the energy that is more supported is the positive polarity, which is that of love, abundance, awakening, and activation of the voice, and really utilizing your gifts to not only express yourself and your perspectives, but to assist humanity, to assist the collective. So I really do feel that at this time, if you really want to move forward and you want to make the best out of this energy, definitely pay attention to your thoughts, to what you focus on, to where you put your energy. And and it's okay if you have to complain, because I've done plenty of that in the past, but it's like, be conscious and pay attention. And when you start complaining about something, catch yourself, come back to your center, feel the energy in your heart. When I kind of notice that I am afraid or that I'm feeling anxiety, I come back to my heart, I ground myself, and when I'm in that space, I am full of inner peace, and there's no more fear, and I just know that everything is going to work out. So if at this time you're feeling extra emotional, you are feeling so afraid, you are full of anxiety, come back to yourself, take deep breaths, and just tune into the energy of your heart. Activate the heart, open the heart, stay in that space, and just allow your true authentic self to shine. And it's summer. It's such a supportive time to like be fiery and really kind of take some of the Cancerian energy, which is all about nurturing and all about love and, inner peace and very spiritual and very feminine too. And then there's the
Yes.
fucking Leo. That's, the sunshine, and it's
Yeah.
all about fun and having a good time. It's adventure. So really combine those two polarities to make the best out of this time, because it's really supportive. It's very powerful.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so one more thing that I wanted to also mention, and this is one of the notes that I also took, is to listen to your body, which is something that I think we already mentioned. But it's like really feel the body. The body communicates with you. And a lot of the times, like whenever I became more intentional with the way I communicate with my body, I started to notice a lot of different things in my body that I never even knew were there. And that's how I began to establish a deeper communication and a deeper bond with my body. So definitely listen to your body, feel the body, ground yourself in the body. And like Erica was saying, ground yourself in the soil, in the grass, barefoot if possible, under the sun. Grab your crystal. So the crystal that you say you use is hematite, right?
Yes, for grounding.
The one that I like to use is argonite, and this one is a powerful crystal that I also like to use when I feel lightheaded or when I'm channeling. So yeah, definitely recommend those two. And any crystal that works for you, just do whatever feels right. Is there anything else, Erica, that you want to say? I
You know
just
what?
went on.
I honestly don't really have that much because I feel like we already covered a lot. And of course, just like anything else, if it happens to spike again, we can talk about it in another episode, or something that we learn or experience later on. We can always relay it then. But yeah.
If you enjoyed this episode, definitely download this or share this with anyone that you think may resonate with this energy. Please, if you feel guided to, we would love your feedback on Spotify and also Apple Podcasts. Your review is greatly appreciated, and it's also helping us kind of find out and figure out how we can proceed and move forward with this podcast, because we definitely do want your feedback to make it better. But yeah, you can find all the links to our individual social medias in the description of this episode. And I think that's all I have. Anything else, Erica, that you want to say?
One, I am getting a new mic, so you will hear a lot better quality from me. And two, I just wanted to say I love you all. I don't really have much other to say than I love you, and I will see you on the next one.
Yes, you are loved and you are seen and you are felt. We feel you, my friend. So thank you so
Yes.
much. And we'll see you, or we'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.